Animal Crossing friends, and welcome back to my island Crayon, my Kidcore island. In our last video, we built this adorable farm area for our sweet little tomato girl Ketchup, and today I want to carry on that build and do some terraforming to the left side of our house. Also, you were all kind of divided if I should keep these pumpkins or move tomatoes to the front, so I really don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Maybe we'll do a poll and we can decide from there. But first things first, if you haven't hit the subscribe button already, I'd really appreciate it. Come join the Jellybean family. We're working towards 30,000 subscribers and I'd love if you could help. But now let's jump straight into today's build. So I always like to show you my map progress. This is what we're working with right now. So I'm going to be kind of building behind resident services today and just working our way around to the left side of it as well, the left side of the island. So I do want to carry on leading some of the sidewalk over to this side, and I need to be able to bend this around so that it doesn't look too cut off, but also gives me enough space to work with to make it look pretty. So we've got to get that terraforming going. So I finished some of the terraforming, but I do think I'm going to have to extend this, but that's perfectly okay. And I'm just trying to decide if I want this to be road. I think I do. So that means I'm going to have to move our lovely tree. Oh no. I'm going to start with the side part of our sidewalk first so that we can get the right sizing in, because I don't want to try and build the road and then I can't fit a sidewalk in properly, because that'd be so sad. I think realistically we're only going to be able to have one square of sidewalk each side just because of the spacing. I could always extend the farm or actually make this too wide so I don't need to extend the farm. So we have our road and our sidewalk completed. It joins to this bit in front of Ketchup's house now, so I'm happy with that. We'll probably get away with just sticking a fence along here and maybe some flowers or some extra little decorations for the farm. And maybe I'll even get a tractor in here. That would be great. But now I need to extend this terraforming back here so that we can actually stick in Nooks Cranny. So I did have to do a little bit of extra terraforming. We did some behind and some to the left just so I could fit Nooks Cranny exactly where I wanted it to go. And ta-da, it's in place. Perfect. Also, I did add this code to the floor where I'm going to use the little sun and the other ones that we got as well just to put along here. I think it will look so adorable. I think I'm going to use this here though, just to the right side, so I can make a little farmer's market. So yeah, we need to extend to the left side here of Nooks Cranny and behind. The behind, not so much. As long as I can fit some trees in and a little bit of decoration, I'll be happy with that. But on this side, I really would like to fit in a gas station. So hopefully I'll be able to fit that in. So we have extended the terraforming and the custom code road. I've left this here still because I want to use something different for this. I think I might just use the grass code because it will look really cute for our gas station, but I need to take a trip somewhere first before we start building. So yes, we've come back to a Halloween, well, more so a fall island of mine, and it's because I really want to come back to see the Nooks Cranny. I love how I did the Nooks Cranny on this island. Look how cute it is. It's kind of abandoned looking, but I want to make the same sort of vibes but Kidcore. So maybe I will put this dirt code down on the floor and add a cute little flower design that we have. I think that'll look really sweet. I also want to do a little garage area. Now we do have a villager living here. I believe this one is Butch. It is Butch. As you can see, he's got like a little construction garage area, and then there's this section in front of Nooks Cranny. I kind of want to do this in front of my Nooks Cranny, but I also have the idea for the little farm stall as well. So I want to take a quick trip to another one of my islands. So welcome to my island Green Bean. I also have a little gas station. This one's a little bit more abandoned. This is an abandoned farm core island, but I want to go back here and look at what I did here. So I made this cute little farmer's market area. It's honestly so cute. I love the little table. What is this? The counter table, I think it's called. Oopsie, did we keep opening the till? I don't know. But I really like how it looks. Obviously, it will make the colors a lot more bright and a lot more fun. But this is kind of the vibe I want to go for. Also, I really like this little tractor outside pulling this cart. So we might have to add that into our build today. Now, before we do anything else, I want to pop an incline in. This is probably the best spot that I could get it in this location. So it's honestly going to have to do. And look at that lovely top-down shot. We love that. So now that we've time traveled and have our incline in place and Nooks Cranny, it is time for our best favorite part, and that is decorating. So the first area I want to start with today is the gas station, just to the left side of our Nooks Cranny. We're going to put down our in-game dirt code first. We want to fill this whole little area here. I might extend to the left side at a later date on a later build and do maybe like a little garage where one of the villagers can fix up maybe scooters or the little tricycles. I think that'd be really, really cute. So now that that's all filled in, I want to pop some vertical board fence at the back here. Of course I do, my favorite fence in the whole game. We're going to stick it at the back. Not sure what I'm going to put behind this fence. It might just be a case of doing a little extra terraforming and some trees, but I don't know if I'm going to be extending right to the back of the island and doing houses. I don't know yet. I haven't got a clue. We're going to put more vertical board fence on the right side. This will be our little farmers market area, and also continue that vertical board fence behind Nooks Cranny just to fence it off and because I want to. Now on top of the dirt code here, which I don't know why I keep calling it code, it's not code, it's in-game path. Anyway, we're going to be putting down some of this broken pavement road code instead. I was thinking of using flowers at first, but I think this just looks a lot more fun and fits in with the area better. The flowers will probably be a bit too, I don't know, colourful, which I guess doesn't really matter on a Kidcore island, but there you go. I think what I mean is this just looks more vibey with the area. I don't know, I'm just making it up as I go along. Anyway, we got our retro transportation stops. You can actually customize the little round things on the top there, so I did. I think it looks super cute and super fun, and we can't leave it at just that. We need clutter, so we got a storage shed, a little tool cart there, a cassette player. Put the toolbox on top of the storage shed, try to get it in the middle, so that's why we had to pick up this retro transportation stop, but I think it looks really fun and colorful so far. Now instead of using cars, because they definitely won't fit unless I put them in the middle, I'm going to use a tricycle and an electric scooter. Does look more Kidcore anyway, and we can just pretend that the scooter belongs to Tom Nook and the tricycles belong to Timmy and Tommy, and then it works out cute. Now we need some tire toys, so I decided to put 3 different colors down. We did use these for our park in a previous build, so we got red, yellow and blue, and of course a leaf pile. It was either weeds and flowers or a leaf pile, and I'm gonna just stick with the leaf pile. Now for some reason I absolutely love the cones in this game. I don't know why. There's something about them. I hardly ever use them because they don't normally fit in with the theme that I'm doing at the time, but I can use them on this island and you'll probably see them a lot more. I think maybe I like them so much just because I don't use them very often. That could be why as well. Same with some of the construction stuff. I'm gonna be using that for this island when we do a construction area, and I'm excited to use those items. But right, there we go. That's that area finished. I now want to make a start on our farmers market area, and we're of course taking inspiration from my island green bean that we visited earlier. We got the counter tables, we got the wooden storage shed, and we just want to make it as farmers market and Kidcore as I can do, because I feel like that's quite a hard combination. I feel like as long as you've got loads of colors, you'll be okay and it will blend in well. But we're going to add some bells as well. We've got a bell bag, just a cute idea. I feel like I always forget most of the time to use the bells. It's only since recently when we did Rod's area and I used the bells in his build, the little coins, and now I'm just like, I could just put bells everywhere. They're great decoration. I think we forget sometimes that we can use the drop items as decoration. I know I do for sure. Now to add a little bit more color in this area, I've decided to add a little table. We got some chairs. I of course went with the froggy chair and a garden chair, and we got all different colors. Yes, we do. And I feel like it just needed fencing off, so here we go in with our hedge, and we're going to go in with the park fence, the lovely red and yellow park fence. I don't know why I didn't put a blue piece in the middle, but I didn't. Oh well, it's okay, it's not the end of the world. And I thought, you know what, we need a tree with something on it, a little bit of color, so the apple tree is perfect. But now we can't see our froggy chair, so moving it over. I want to see that froggy chair, you know, I love the froggy chair, it's so cute, Kidcore. I mean, if you can't see it, it's pointless it being there, right? I always say if you can't see it, you don't need to decorate it. That's my rules I'll stick by. Now, we do need to do a little bit more decoration on the floor, so I'm going to go in with these cute tiles. These are the tiles we downloaded, what, 2 videos ago I think it was now? We got apples, we got bumblebees, we got the sun, and cute cardboard boxes to make it even more fun and silly. And maybe it looks like they put cardboard down for some reason or whatever. Also, it's Nooks Cranny. We have to have some kind of box thing. So we got the rolling cart and the cage cart, and then I'm going in with these trolleys, or as I think you call them in the US, it's shopping cart, or we call them like shopping trolley. And now I love seeing little shopping baskets outside of Nooks Cranny, and you know, ABD machines. I think it's just perfect because it is a shop. You know, there's no ABD machine inside Nooks Cranny, so you need somewhere quick and local and easy to get your bowels out if you need to spend them all. Now, a little bit of advice to anyone who's trying to make an area feel more Kidcore on their Kidcore island: add toys. Lots of toys, colors. Honestly, it will help make the area feel more fun. And also standy items. I love these items. They make the area look animated, and that's why I use them a lot on Kidcore Islands. But anyway, that area is done. We've done our farming area and Nooks Cranny. On to the next space we have, which is behind Ketchup's house. I know, a little bit strange coming back here, but I said I wanted to fill it in with some trees and some bushes and some flowers. So that's what we're gonna do. Not gonna go any further with the terraforming behind Ketchup's house because I do have a big build planned for behind Ketchup's house that I hope comes out how I want it and looks nice and doesn't take up too much space. I guess we'll see how it goes. I think I'm going to try and do that as my next build, but we'll see if I get around to doing that next. You know what I'm like, always changing my mind. Anyway, let's continue to fill this area behind Ketchup's house with flowers, and then I want to do the little space to the left side of her house. So just this little spot here, we're going to shove in a retro transportation stop, some cardboard boxes, so it looks like it's part of the farm and part of the farmer's market. Maybe Ketchup grows the vegetables for the farm and then Timmy and Tommy sell them. And here's that tractor I promised in my last video that I didn't put in and realized when I was editing. Extended the wheat field a little bit just because I feel like it looked a bit weird. I think the extra wheat field does help. We only had an extra 2, so it's nothing too crazy. And also a little custom code on the ground. I now want to make a start on making this look nice. We got this little walkway. I guess it's kind of like a transition area. I don't know what you'd call it. Just part of the road next to the house. I'm going to add the fencing all the way along. Those little gaps, which are just green, I will be just adding flowers and bushes to fill it out. And it adds a little bit of color, makes it a little bit more fun. But we're going to go with hedges, and then we're going to put the park fence in between. This time I'm going to use the red and yellow and also the blue just to make it more fun. Again, we love the word fun for my island for some reason. I realized as well in this build I didn't finish off down the stairs, so I didn't finish off behind resident services or do the tunnel in front of a road that I was gonna do, so we're gonna have to do that another day. It's quite normal for me to forget to do something in my builds. I normally go back and either do it off camera later or I'll do it in a different video, whatever I decide to do with it. Also, why did I not think to add "we're open" sign earlier? Why not? Why did it take till now? Also, I always forget to put these little chalk decorations and puddle decorations on the floor, and I forget to change the tiles over. Like, why do I keep forgetting? I have these codes downloaded and I always forget to use them. I feel like I go for the main codes first, so like the roads, the pathways, and then I forget that I've downloaded these little detail pieces and forget to add them. It always happens. Like, I've got loads of cute little codes like a carrot and a ladybug and a puddle and all those sorts of ones. I just forget to add them all the time and I don't know why. I need to remember more. Or when I do remember, it's always like last minute, like, oh, I remember I have these codes. Anyway, we're just finishing off some final little bits. We've got fire hydrants, foam box, more fencing, all the fun, colourful stuff. The safety barrier, a little trash can, you know, because you never know. And my favourite item, a leaf pile. Now, I'm going to finish off by doing this little strip of land that we've got. I noticed it as I was putting some items down that it was bare and it needs flowers and a bush. Of course it does. I don't want to leave it bare because that wouldn't be me, would it? And we are finished with the build. So it's time to have a little tour of the area we've done today. So I feel like this area came out really cute. I love that I did this road transition now. I'm so happy I went with that idea and I trusted my gut. Here is the part of the farm that we worked on today. So you can see the trees at the back there. It makes it look so much nicer. Feels more closed in. I think it almost feels like it's the back of the island and it's not. It's only the middle, so we can do more building behind. I really love this little tractor section that I've got. Very excited to build a construction area. Don't know where I'm going to do that yet. Could be near, could be far from Nooks Cranny. Who knows with my brain? I feel like it will have to be on the second tier though, so I can make a hole. Anyway, here is a better look at Nooks Cranny. I'm so glad my brain remembered the "we're open" sign. It makes such a difference. Here is the little farmer's market on the right side. I think it's super cute and colourful and adorable, so I'm very happy with how that's come out as well. Really like these little chairs. Adds a little something. You know, it may not be necessary, but it is if you want clutter and colour. And there it is. That is the end of the tour and end of the build today. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe. Come join the Jellybean family. Huge shout out to our channel members. We love you so much. Thank you for all your support. Have a lovely day. See you in the next one.